Okay, so we're here with Alen. He got second place and he's gonna showcase his Swordsoul deck profile.
Okay, what's up, guys? Coming here from rainy Ljubljana. Everybody's crying because I lost in the finals, but it's okay. It's to a good guy, Vicky, so shout out to Vicky. I played Swordsoul without hand traps actually because I don't know, I just like to live dangerously, but no, really. I think putting hand traps in the deck is like forcing it because you need to put a lot, and if you need two to stop the combo deck, so I decided not to bust it out with hand traps and instead try to play like generic going second cards, which can also serve a function going first as like flex spots, as a disruption, as a form of disruption. So it worked out for me. I won the 3v3 with this deck yesterday with small adjustments, and I came second place today in Ljubljana, and I'm gonna show the list now. Yeah, so 3 Ecclesia, 3 Moje, 3 Long One, and 2 Tai. So I see people reducting on the engine, but I really don't like it because especially here in the Balkan meta, you never know what to expect, so the grind games come up way more often than not. So I like to max out on all my good starters. Ecclesia is the worst one going first because it's really susceptible to Ash Blossom, and Ash Blossom is really bad against this deck unless you normal summon Ecclesia and use this effect. That's like a really hard neg. But it's also a tuner body, which is really, I'm not playing hand trap, so it's really valuable because you can use it under Token Collector as a tuner to make all sorts of plays. Like I used it today. I summoned Long One without summoning a token because I was on the Token Collector. Normal summon the Ecclesia, make my rank 10 Baroness, pop the Token Collector and go out from there. So yeah, I like maxing out on this engine, and the engine I especially like maxing out on are the Tenyi cards. I think Tenyis are busted because site has really been getting off the favor, especially here. So you just feel late to aboard with these. Like I swear, 2 Tenyis can do all sorts of things. And there's a really crazy combo if you open like 2 Tenyis and a normal summon. I can show it off later. And a Swordsoul normal summon or Ecclesia, which ends on a pretty nutty board. So yeah, Tenyis are just amazing. Like going second versus all the control decks versus the Despia deck. It's really popular now. Like just with through the outing stuff, really nice. So yeah, and these are my only 2 hand traps, but this is actually like a combo piece because I'm playing Teleport. I'm gonna show off. And the Brick, of course, yeah. Drew it in the finals game 3. RIP. That's all for the monsters. I think that should be 23 monsters. And for the spell cards, of course, 3 Emergence. Triple Vessel. Vessel is amazing. Like it plays through so much. Also go first, go second. I actually decided I'll go second if it's like a bad combo deck, if it's not a control or grind your matchup. But going first, it just enables so much. Like enables you to play through Nibiru because you get access to 2 Tenyis, you get Nibiru. You can special one at Haras, go Ashuna from grave, make a play, and also Tenyis play around Token Collector Wonders. So this is like the best Tenyi card if you control normal monsters. So yeah. I can also play around Ghost Ogre because I played the Shatana, the level 4. It's mandatory to play the level 4 because of that. So yeah, you'll just go Moya, reveal it, you get Ogre. You just go Vessel, add a Tenyi, send a Shuna, you can banish a Shuna, go Shatana, make all sorts of plays from there, special Atkara first, you can even do the fiber combo afterwards. And now for the, let's say, extender spells, I decided to play triple Teleport and 1 Heavenly. So I decided that Teleport is better for this event because it outs Griffin, so you can like go, I made the play in the finals, so I had a Teleport and the Call by the Grave, so you just go draw phase Teleport. He's like, fine, you go draw face Call by the Grave on DP, he goes Griffin, you go Ogre from the field. Griffin needs to shuffle to negate, so it's really, really good, and it's also a body that's a tuner, and since I'm not playing a lot of hand traps, I'm missing the tuners. I don't have a tuner access with a normal summon, as if I would have with a lot of hand traps, so this is like an extended also fills the role of a tuner if I get locked out of them. And Heavenly, I decided I want to have 4 slots, so Heavenly just that 4th one. It's a really good card, and I'm playing Forbidden Droplets. It's the best droplet fodder in the deck by far, like because you send it and then you get the grave effect. It's amazing. But I decided that ETL is a bit better, so I went 3-in-1. You know, in the future I might go the opposite. I might cut ETL in general, but for this event I really like that. I also main decked 3 Cosmic Cyclone and a Call by the Grave. So my theory behind that is if I'm getting side locked, so I'm not playing hand trap, so obviously they're gonna set up the full combo because I'm not gonna open one of my 2 Ghost Triggers. Any combination of these 5 along with these 7 can out a side lock through a negation. So like I explained earlier, you just go Teleport in the draw phase, summon an Ogre, and then when they try to pop the side, you use one of those. And then they can't use the Griffin because you can chain Ogre, and they can't even use the Fogblade on the Ogre because it's 3 cost. So I went with like, if I open 2 of my flex spots, I can even out the sideboard, but I want to break the boards with my engine. So this is just a theory. I was like really not sure about it because Swordsoul can draw a lot of cards, so it's really good to draw into hand traps. But I found it better like these cards. If you draw them going first, there are also disruptions. Like, okay, maybe Slackman is not the best against all the other decks, but they are gonna do something if you go first or you go second. So yeah, that's my theory behind it. And of course, Pot of Desires, God card, love it, and one blackout. Yeah, actually sided out going second against the mad combo decks or places where like it wouldn't matter if you had it or not because it's not a body. And I don't want to draw any bricks in my life. Yeah, for the extra deck, and the tokens for the Swordsoul, 3 Monk, triple Monk. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of 3 Monk because people don't expect you have the third in the extra deck, so they're more often than not gonna let you special the Tenyi and resolve it. And if you go with just Ashana going second, you'll go Ashana into a Monk, and then you're gonna go special Vishuddha into another Monk, then bounce a card, so you're blasting 2 Monks just by resolving Ashana go second. So I really wanted to have the third one, and I don't regret my decision. The third one only came up once a day, but yeah, usually it came up for me in the testing, so I want to keep them all in. The Hulk and the Aurora, then you must play this in the Swordsoul matchup. Like it's crazy. You just get to resolve so much. You get to pop 2 cards if you use Aurora and Yazi, like really kill the follow-up. Herald, I was really debating playing this or Shaman. I made it a couple of times today. It's like decent. It's really good against droplets. But yeah, I'm not sure this could be like something else in the future maybe. Yazi, amazing. I actually locked someone out of Dark Monsters by using Yazi and teleporting into Gamma and then synchroning them off into a Chowfing. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. Double Chija, you have to play it too, like it comes up so much. 1 Bexia, you could miss the second one because you know to use the first one in the combo going first to make a Chowfing, but I really decided that my other XLX spots are more valuable than Bexia. I missed it once today, but in that scenario I think it wouldn't matter even if I had it, but yeah, it's more common to play it 2 than a 1. Jacob Berserker, generic, OTKing. Like I did a fun OTK today through a full board with just 1 tie. I can demonstrate it later. Chowfang, amazing, like super amazing. Like in the mirror match yesterday, I had a play where like I just went special Vishuddha, reveal Vishuddha. He had the Baroness and the Chi Zhao and the set blackout. So he had this setup with the Baron. Yeah, and I just went special Vishuddha, teleport into Gamma. He's like, okay, make Chowfang. He's 28, this is 28. Crash them, get the effect to search the Ecclesia, special summon the Ecclesia, so I basically outed both the Chi Zhao and the Blackout. And Chowfang is so amazing. Like, I don't know why people are cutting this or saying that this card really comes up. I make it so often, like, yeah, and I already showed my Baron on the floor, but for the other 10s, the Changing and the Sovereign. I also had a really fun interaction today with Changing because I played against Despia, and on purpose I beat over his Mirror Jade, so he activates the Grey effect, then I synchroed into him, and on the end phase, when he tries to Rageki, he can protect himself by banishing a card, and then I banish his follow-up with him, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, and for the side deck, I was running the Gamma package, so I'm playing Teleport, and if the Ogre isn't good in the matchup, I'm just gonna put in Gamma. Gamma is good versus almost anything. 2 Bell, this is for the new Despia matchup, or Prank Kits. Yeah, I really wanted more hand traps, but it's weird, like, you're playing so little, so if you're gonna have to side a lot, but Bell is generic, also going second, so going first or going second, so I really liked it. It came up today a lot. Back removal because Slovenia, so the triple Lightning Storm in the reboot. Double Dark Ruler no more for the combo decks. Yeah, this is my siding pattern, so I have like at maximum 8 cards, so I couldn't put more than 8 inside, or I can do it like this, like 5, 6, 8. So because I side this in also against the combo matchups, if I think if I have threats in both the front and the back row. And my only card going first today was the Anti-Spell Fragrance, and yeah, that's because Despia is like a really weak matchup to me, so I really wanted to cover it better, but also against other things such like Sky Striker and the Virtual World, all the other Prank Kits also, it's pretty decent. Anything that plays Brave, you can actually side it in, but yeah. And my opinion on the deck overall, it's that it's definitely not the strongest deck, but I just play it to the best of my potential. I think it's the most important thing is to take the deck that you're most comfortable with and you're most acknowledged with. Like, You can't take a brave deck because it has a high ceiling, then you're gonna start making dumb misplays, you know? Like in this deck, yeah, well, you have to be focused on little things, you know, like if you're using Thai, you need to banish Yazi from the graveyard so your opponent doesn't have a good dark fodder to get a free pop out of it. It's like small interactions make this deck, and this is why I chose to play it and I like it. And yeah, it performed pretty well this weekend overall. And also Slovenia pricing is terrible, so I got one booster box for regionals with 84 persons in it. I don't know what to say about that, but yeah, hopefully I'm gonna find a better country to play soon. I mentioned a crazy combo previously, and you need any combination of 2 Tenyis plus a Swordsoul normal summon or Ecclesia, and it goes like this. So first you will special the Shuna, link it into a monk, activate Vessel. So you send a Tenyi, add a Tenyi, send a Vishuddha, add an Adhara, okay. Special the Adhara, link into Halki Fibrex, use this effect to get the Deskbot, link into the Auroradon, get the 3 tokens, special summon the Deskbot from the graveyard, and then immediately synchro into Baron the floor with all the tokens and the Deskbot. Like this. Then you would normal summon the Tai, use Tai's effect. I would banish the Vishuddha here, get a token. Now while you have the token, you can banish the Adhara to grab back the Vishuddha. Synchro both of those into Baxia. Use Tai's effect to dump. Dump the Moye. Use Baxia's effect. It's important to destroy the Auroradon here to bring back the Moye. And Moye reveal Vishuddha to get a token. Now you're gonna lock yourself into Worms by using the Ashuna effect to get another Adhara from your deck. It's important to synchro summon in the extra monster zone now because of the placing, so you're gonna have additional zones. So make them into a Chi-Zhao in the extra monster zone. Chi-Zhao 1, Moye 2, you get a random card and you get to search for the long one. I'm gonna use the long one's effect, pitch the Vishuddha that we got back earlier, summon itself and a token, synchro both of them into the new guy, so Sinister Sovereign. Burn them for 12, that's really important not to forget. And then synchro both of these into a Chaofeng. And you trigger the Supreme to get additional draw. So what this combo basically ends on is 2 draws and 2 other cards in hand with like an amazing form of disruption. Like these are 4 negates, like you would have to drop it for 4 in order to get rid of this. And you can do it with any combination of 2 Tenyis and a Swordsoul normal summon.
Nice.
So this is what I would be ending on if I'm like, I don't give a hell about hand traps, I'm just gonna go all in and put the best board out. Bye guys, peace.